Making My Way by Dragoness Bahamut. Ash! Ash! Are you okay, Ash? Nikiro? You can hear me? Oh, thank the Phoenix. I thought we had lost you for good. Nikiro? What's going on? What happened to me? I'm not sure, Ash, but I think you're on the road to recovery. Nikiro? Yeah? I'm scared. It's okay, Ash. Everything's going to be okay. You promise? Yes, I promise you, Ashura. Everything will be fine. Thank you. The fog. It had been with me for such a long time. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to be without it. But it was clearing. I could see. Ash? Mom? She looked so worried. Her face was stricken, but red, as if she'd spent a long time crying. She didn't hear me. I didn't say it loud enough. Mom. Mom! She gasped, and I could see her eyes glistening. Ash! You're okay! I made my head move a little. The last thing I wanted to do was disappoint her. She lifted me up and held me close. I was so worried you wouldn't make it, she whispered. Me too. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. I heard Pikachu's voice. I'm glad that you're awake. Ash, Mom said softly. Uh-huh. There's someone here who may have saved your life. I stared up at her. Who? She turned me around so I could see for myself. There was Pikachu and Persian and... Nikiro? He nodded timidly. But I thought he said he'd never go near humans. Nikiro, you... I what? I never thought that you would... He stared downwards. Neither did I. But when I tried to help you from a distance, I completely lost contact. I tried so many times, but it was as if you had disappeared. Completely. Thank you, Nikiro. He shrugged. Just helping a fellow Mew in need. Mom shook me gently. Ash, how are you feeling right now? She asked. I could be better. That's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to let you rest now. If you need anything, have someone come and get me, okay? Okay, Mom. Nikiro stood up. I'd best be going now. Must you? Mom asked. I want to thank you somehow. Nikiro shook his head. It's thanks enough that Ash is okay. Just keep your eye on him. Make sure he stays out of trouble. That'll be enough for me. Mom nodded. I understand. Thank you very much, Nikiro. She set me down, then stood up to leave. Now you're going to get some rest, okay? You must be hungry. I'll bring up something, okay? Food? Eating? My stomach tied itself in a knot. No thanks. She paused and frowned at me. Are you sure? You haven't had too much to eat lately. I felt sick. No, it's okay. I'm not hungry. Are you sure? Asked Pikachu. Yes, I'm sure. I laid down and closed my eyes. Right now, I just want to rest. Rest well, sweetheart. I heard her footsteps walk away, and then the door opened and shut. My stomach growled. You sure you don't want anything to eat? Said Persian. You sound hungry. I'm sure. I tried to relax and let sleep take me. Wait. Nikiro, are you still there? Yes. Nikiro, what really happened? I told you, Ash. I honestly don't know. It seemed to start off with mere exhaustion, but then it turned into something more. I've never seen anything like it. It won't happen again, will it? I hope not. We might not be so lucky a second time. You should be more careful, Ash, said Pikachu. I agree, said Persian. Maybe you should try to take it easy from now on. At any rate, try to stay out of life-threatening situations, and don't try to push yourself too hard. Just, above all, do be careful. I'd hate to see someone so young lose their life so early. I'll be careful, I promise. Goodbye, Ashura. Persian, Pikachu, take care. The next second, he was gone. I could hear Pikachu's scolding tone. You'd better listen to him about being careful. I felt Pikachu close to me, so I opened my eyes. He was looking down at me sadly. You never even moved. I thought I'd lost you. Trust me, it'll take a lot more than a bunch of Spearows to get rid of me. Pikachu smiled and nodded. I know that. Sleep came easily to me. I was still so tired from everything. Nikiro? Ashura, what are you... Nikiro, I need to know exactly what happened to me. I told you, I don't know. Nikiro, I felt like I was trapped. There was nothing there but this fog. Yes, I felt that when I was trying to contact you, but it didn't feel like a fog. It felt more like a stone wall. But when I fell asleep, it was completely different. Fell asleep? You could sleep and it was different? Yeah, I had these dreams. I didn't like them. Do you think you could tell me more about them? I guess so. I dreamed that I was talking to me. Huh? But it was the other me, the human. Go on. He told me that I killed him, and that I don't have a name. Okay. Is there more? I had a dream about the woods. The woods? Uh-huh. The woods where you what? Nikiro, you probably don't know about this, but when I was a human, Giovanni, my father, he made me join Team Rocket, and I couldn't leave because he kept all my Pokemon from me, but I ran away, and I left them all behind, and what? I killed Nikiro. I had to. Ash? Yeah? What did you dream about? In the woods, I mean. I dreamt about the time I spent there, Nikiro. About everything that happened. It was terrible. Is that all that you dreamed about? No. What else? My conscience. What did it say? It told me that I'm dead. Ashura? Yeah? Try to think happy thoughts. I'll try. And Ashura? Yeah? Be careful. I'll try. Ash, I brought you something to eat. I opened my eyes. I had no idea how long I'd been sleeping, but it had been nice. Here you go. She placed a bowl of soup on the side table. Just the sight of it. Mom? Yes, dear? I told you already, I'm not hungry. She looked surprised. But Ash, it's been days since you've ate anything really substantial. Maybe if you just tried it, it would make you feel better, and you'd be able to finish. I really don't think I'm hungry. Can you please take that away? But I thought you liked soup. Mom! I pleaded desperately. She picked it up. All right, but I don't want you to starve to death. You have to eat sometime. She left the room and took the soup with her. I still felt nauseous just from the sight and smell of it. What's wrong, Ash? Said Pikachu. I think I'm still sick. I groaned and laid down again. Now I had a headache too. At least you're awake, said Persian. We can be thankful for that. Yeah. Who am I? What am I? Where am I? I'm ready to be. Where am I? This is not the same. Was everything before just a dream? Why? Doctor, look at this! What? It's brainwaves! They're surging! Let me see if she's right. Let's run another scan. Its mind is racing! Those voices. I hope we don't lose this one! They're outside. We can't lose this one! Where I must be. A simple force of will, and I was outside. Radio Giovanni's helicopter! Tell him what's happened! Quiet! Let us hear its psychic powers. Psychic powers? For years we've been struggling to successfully clone a Pokemon to prove our theories, but you're the first specimen to survive. The scientist gestured to a picture on the wall to the right. That is Mew, the rarest of all Pokemon. From its DNA, we created you, Mewtwo. Mewtwo? Am I only a copy? Nothing but Mew's shadow? You are greater than Mew, improved through the power of human ingenuity. We used the most advanced techniques to develop your awesome psychic powers. So I am simply the end result of your experiment. What becomes of me now that your experiment is over? Oh, our experiment isn't over yet. It's just beginning. Now the serious testing begins. They turned to each other, giving words of encouragement and congratulations. These humans, they care nothing for me. I looked down at my paws, 3 round fingers, unlike their 5 long ones. I clenched them together. A memory of flying over a mountain range. Was it never real? Is that my purpose? Am I just an experiment? A laboratory specimen? This cannot be my destiny! Enough with the humans. They had finished serving their purpose. Now their destiny was drawing to a close. I ignored their screams of fear. They were simply too cowardly to accept their fate. The laboratory burst into flames at my will. It tried to take me with the humans, but I couldn't let it. I could not let anything stop me until I discovered my true reason for living. Behold, my powers! I am the strongest Pokemon in the world! Stronger even than you. I heard a whirring and a chopping beside me. I turned around to see yet another human walking through the flames. Those fools thought you were a science experiment, he told me. But I see you as a valuable partner. Partner? He nodded. With your psychic powers and my resources, together we could control the world. I do not need your help for that, human. A wildfire destroys everything in its path. It will be the same with your powers unless you learn to control them. I can help you with that. How? Trust me and I'll show you a way to focus your powers that will make you invincible. Show me. The man brought me aboard his helicopter and took me to a place that he called Viridian City. He introduced himself to me as Giovanni Ketchum, but asked that I just call him Giovanni, or Giovanni Rocket. I didn't know why he asked me to do that, but it did not matter to me what he wanted to be called. I sought out only my purpose. There was a Pokemon in the helicopter also. Its name was Persian. It seemed frightened of me, but stayed close to Giovanni, its master. Why do you hide from me? I asked it. We are both Pokemon. You have nothing to fear from me. Because you are different, Mewtwo. I felt a foreboding about you, a darkness that comes from within. What do you mean by that? I demanded. Persian looked away, still afraid to even be near me. We shall see about this darkness, Persian. Indeed, we shall see. Giovanni showed me to a room in a building where he said he had something to help protect me. I let him cover me with a metal suit that seemed to close in on me, leaving me feeling vulnerable, not strong. You say this armor protects my body, I said, yet it suppresses my powers. Your powers are not being suppressed, they are being focused. Learn to use them to accomplish your purpose. What is that? Patience, my friend. Your purpose will become clear. Giovanni showed me how to focus my power. I learned how effectively I could overpower anything, but I didn't learn what I'd been seeking all along. Now I fully perceive my power. But what is my purpose? I heard the hiss of the door and looked up. Giovanni and Persian had overheard my thoughts. To serve your master, Giovanni said. You were created to fight for me. That is your purpose. That cannot be. You said we were partners. We stood as equals. You were created by humans to obey humans. You could never be our equal. Humans may have created me, but they will never enslave me. This cannot be my destiny. I focused my power outwards. He was no different from the first humans I had met. He had lied to me, betrayed me, and now they would all pay. Stop this now, he said in alarm. I was not born a Pokemon. I was created, and my creators have used and betrayed me. So, I stand alone. They both did the wise thing and ran for their lives. I destroyed the rest of the building with one last blast before fleeing myself. I went to the only other place I knew, my birthplace. The entire island was in shambles. All that was left was a picture frame encasing perfectly an ancient picture of Mew. I dropped my helmet on the ground next to it. The humans had given me life. That I would not forget, nor would I forget why and how. I stared out across the ocean, the salt air so much different from what? All I'd ever known was enslavement. Why did I feel like I didn't belong here? That my place was... It was so hard to try to figure out. Who am I? What is my true reason for being? I will find my own purpose, and purge this planet of all who oppose me, human and Pokemon alike. The world will heed my warning. The reign of Mewtwo will soon begin. Ash, said Pikachu. My mind felt as if it was burning, and yet I was so cold I couldn't stop shivering. Ash, Pikachu asked again, this time more hopefully. Pikachu? Ash? That's me, right? But then, was it a dream? Or is this just a dream? Or... I closed my eyes, and Pikachu faded away once more into the darkness. So which is my reality? Who am I, really?